Hello everyone, I am Tacit and welcome to the Gems of War Tower of Doom week 31 day 4. So today, as you can see, we got a little bit of a different setup. Would definitely love to get your guys feedback on the changes. So of course, we're actually using a different encoder. The one I'm using right now is the one I normally use for video recording. So we have used it before, however, not specifically for the purpose that we're using it for, which of course right now is simply, you know, for streaming. Apparently it can actually do 1080p pretty consistently, or at least it did last night. It did this morning. Hopefully it will into the future. We'll find out. So yeah, we're actually at 1080p now instead of 720, which is nice. Aside from that, yeah, everything else should pretty much be the same. I still haven't gotten a notification set up or anything like that. Hopefully chat above me should start working. It was earlier, not sure why it isn't right now. But anyways, hello everyone! Hello Isabel, hello Mr., hello Ricardo, hello Bill, hello Roman, hello Isabel. Oh, there it goes, now it's working. I guess someone just needed to chat into chat. There we go. Hello Daddy Shark, hello NASA, and hello everyone else. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Anyways, oh yeah, let me go bring up the timer. I wanted to time how long it takes because the main thing we're going to be doing today is pretty much entirely mimics. So we haven't been actually doing that many mimics this week, and today that will be changing because pretty much all we're going to be doing today is trying to hunt for the good old mimics. So let's start the timer and see what we can get. Obviously, we'll be doing Golvania. We do have a class event today. It's Hierophant if you want to go get an upgrade or anything. Obviously, we already have it maxed. Only real reward we'd get is 25 gems, and I'm probably just going to skip on it. However, if you don't have it maxed yet, definitely make sure to at least do the free battles to get that EXP. You get like, what, 85, 65 EXP plus the 25 gems. So definitely worthwhile if you haven't already maxed it. However, I will be skipping the 25 gems today and simply going for our Mimic since we haven't been doing as much. But as you can see, pretty much the same format, though slightly different. A little bit of animations here and there. Should probably change the background behind me at some point. Oh yeah, my camera's still weird from earlier because we were doing Ring Fit Adventure early this morning when I woke up, and they've had to move the camera for it. So now it's like all off compared to normal. Let's see, what do we need here? But I'm not sure what other adjustments I'll really make to the layout of the stream. I still feel like the background behind me should be something different. I just have no clue what to put there. So I just have like a little tile-ish like thing with a bunch of teal tiles. Almost looks like a bathroom wall. It's like the first thing it almost reminds me. I'm not sure what to put behind me though. We could put literally anything there. I just don't want anything to be too flashy or distracting. Oh, so you guys think the text is too big over to the right or whatever direction I'm pointing at? That way. The one right over there. You know which one. Because I wasn't sure if that's too big or not. What do we even need here? I'll take that over. It shimmers like the Matrix. It's actually the exact same one used for the other background thing. Not sure if it's that noticeable. I made sure around the sides it was a lot more subtle so it wouldn't be distracting. And a little bit of glow around the frame of the stream itself, or you know, the game itself. Yeah, just a few adjustments here and there. It's still pretty much the same overall format as before. Just a little flashier. Let's go take that over. So I'm going to put whatever game we're normally doing in the top left. Obviously, that's generally going to be Gems of War. But whatever it happens to be. It looks futuristic. And of course, we kept the same frame here as before. That little graphic. I did remove the little circle thing and put it above me, though. I still need to change that to a different program, though. I still have those two things running off of, I still have my chat and the other thing working off of Streamlabs. Even though I'm not using their program anymore, I am still using their thing that grabs the data. I believe I could do that with Stream Elements. I just haven't bothered setting up Stream Elements for my alerts and everything else. So the chat and the live count is still running off the other thing. But that should be fixed at some point. It doesn't really change the visual that much of this stream, so I figured I'd just leave it as is for now. But one other funny thing, Streamlabs OBS, or sorry, not Streamlabs OBS, I mean standard OBS, OBS Studio, is the one that we, of course, have been using to record over our videos for years now. And, of course, now we're using it to stream as well. However, one really, really funny coincidence that ended up happening is a couple days ago, OBS actually launched on Steam, which I found really funny. I'm actually using the Steam launcher of it right now. So now whenever I want to get to the program, I can simply just do it right in Steam, which is pretty convenient. Because now whenever we start up Gems of War, it's like, oh, the thing I'm going to record it with is literally right next to it. So, yeah, it's pretty convenient. Of course, you could just use the old one before, and just kind of have a little desktop thing like I do. But, I don't know, it's kind of a little bit easier just to use it through Steam itself. So it's kind of funny. Because as soon as we were switching, it came onto Steam just a few days ago. And what's kind of interesting too is it actually saves all of your data across both of them. So it doesn't matter which one I actually click on, it still saves all my presets, which is pretty convenient. But I found that pretty funny since I actually was changing it, and literally just days ago they added it to Steam, which is pretty perfect timing there. One other funny thing about that is it can actually track how many hours we stream, which is something that the normal OBS wouldn't be able to do. Like normal OBS, obviously, I can see right now that we've been streaming for exactly 6 minutes and 43 seconds. However, what I can't see is like how much have I streamed over the course of a week or a month or similar things. And now through Steam, I can actually track all those numbers, which is kind of interesting. It's one of the few benefits of having it via Steam as well. Like, we can know in a given week, like, oh, we streamed this many hours, or this given month we streamed this many hours. I should have taken skull there, whoops. Oh, you're the immune to burn guy. Oh, no. That didn't make too big a difference there, luckily. But yeah, the hunt for the mimic still continues. Not sure how long it's going to take us. Hopefully, I want to ideally have it before the end of this month. However, I am not super confident at this point that that will happen as much as I want it to be. So, oh, that reminds me. I didn't put it in the title. I probably should have. We have more codes again, by the way. Actually, I should probably put it in the title. It might grab some people. We got codes. Let's see. New stream. Mimic hunting. Let's see. Codes are back. And, oh no, and mimic hunting doesn't fit. Oh no. I'll just put mimic hunting. There we go. But yeah, we do have codes again, by the way. We'll have one, probably the first 2 times chest we find. That or hero level, whatever comes first. How far are we from a hero level? Never mind. When we find a 2 times chest, we're probably not even getting a hero level to stream. So hello Warren, hello Tyrion, hello Hung, hello Dwight, hello Ricardo, hello Hollywood. Welcome, welcome. I should probably make a poll in the background, because I do want to get feedback, and some of you already have, but I still want to poll it. Let's see. What do you think of the new stream setup? Like it as is. Could adjust some things. Comment, or should I say chat. Let's see. Could adjust some things. I don't know, what else? Text too big? I'm not sure. What else to really mention? Let's see. I don't know, I'm just gonna have those 2 options. I can't really think of anything else to mention. That seems about good. Either like it, or should we adjust something? I don't know, I guess we could have a hate it option. Though I don't feel like that would get too many votes. And hate it could just be needs a lot of adjusting. I said comment in parentheses, so if you hate it, let me know. I try to make nothing too distracting. Because I was trying to find, I was going through like a bunch of royalty-free animations, and gosh, some of them are like so flashy that it would just be too annoying. But I tried to keep very minimal ones. This is going through like hundreds of different royalty-free little animation loop thingies. See what we can kind of use. Also, every single one of them that I did, I actually end up adjusting. Like the one that's in the background right now wasn't actually black and gray. You can easily adjust it with a bunch of different filters. Oh, I should have had one for preferred the previous one. Oh, that's what I wanted to put in the poll. I should have had it for preferred previous. Forgot to mention that. The only problem is I can't like one-to-one replicate what we had before. Like we can come pretty close though. Because this is through a different program thingy. So it'd be impossible to get exactly the same. Yeah, we're going to be doing that for now on. Whatever game we're playing, the logo will just be in top left. So if anyone just randomly comes into a stream, even if they don't read the title, it'll be like, oh, you're playing that game. I'm pretty sure it'll be pretty obvious based on the thumbnail and the title and everything else. But just in case it isn't for any given stream, the logo will be right there. What do we need here? Take the red, get the purple, hope for skull. Hey, we actually got it. Nice. Hello, Clip-Bomb. Hello, Jonian. Welcome, welcome. Yeah, I'm trying to keep non-distracting background animations. I could change the one behind me. Like, the one behind me is definitely the one I'll probably be adjusting. I'm just not sure what to change it to. I just couldn't find anything I really liked enough, so I literally just use an alternate version of the thing that's doing the black and gray animation thing. Like the bigger one, which is a smaller version of it. Like the thing behind me I do plan on eventually changing. I just haven't found anything I really like for it. But overall, the rest I kind of like. I'm just not sure if this text over there is too big or not. The one that says mimics and everything. For most other streams, there's probably just not going to be any text there. But whatever important data we're keeping track of in any given stream will probably go there. It seems kind of big. But then if I make it too small, I feel like it won't be readable. Like the thing above me is like, I feel like as small as we can make it while still being readable. Similar to how the chat is above me. You wanted to ask, can you use original Switch Joy-Cons on the OLED? Yes. I actually do when I do my, when I do the Ring Fit Adventure streams. I actually use the Smash Joy-Cons, the ones from the other Switch, for, not both of them, but one of them. Because that one already like slightly has Joy-Con drift, and the way that it is in the leg strap thing, it's likely to get damaged slightly over a long period of time. So I just used the old one in that location. But, yeah, you can. You can use any Joy-Cons for them. You can even mix and match them. Because whenever I do that other stream, I use one of the previous Joy-Cons with one of the OLED Joy-Cons. So you can use either or. Or even mix and match them. Hello, Gustavo. Welcome. Which reminds me, we haven't used a Joy-Con for power grinding in Gems of War for a while. I've just been using mouse. Oh, you're actually getting an OLED? Nice. Yeah, I eventually caved in and get it. I was initially not going to get it. And then I was like, I'm probably going to get it. The main reason I did end up getting it, though, is just in case my other Switch breaks down, I want to have a backup one. That's like the whole reason for having it. Because while my other Switch will probably last a while, it is decently damaged. Not like super, super damaged, but enough so that it is concerning that it could break down one day. Let's see, we'll throw that down. But now, worst comes to worst, I still have the whole games library on the other one. I've only been downloading things selectively, though, just to not overload it. Though they did do an update recently that added folders, so you can actually sort your games, which somehow was not a feature until literally like a few days ago. Despite the Switch existing for years. Actually, hasn't it been 5 years? I've only owned it for a couple years. Yeah, Switch has been going for like 5 years now. And also, tomorrow we'll be doing Triangle Strategy as well for that console. It's a game I've been meaning to play for a while. It actually came out a little over a month ago, but I didn't end up playing it because we were so like engrossed into the new Pokemon game. There's another Nintendo game coming out tomorrow, but I won't be playing it though. The new Kirby game. I did really enjoy Kirby 64, and while I don't currently have the online thingy, but then again, we might be able to play it on original software soon, so I might not even need to get their online thing. But if they ever add it to it, I might end up playing it. It was actually probably my favorite Kirby game. It had a lot of really fun minigames too, and given that it probably will have online multiplayer, whenever it actually launches, I do want to mess around with that, because it had a few really, really good minigames. Not as many as like a Mario Party or something, but a few pretty decent ones. But I'm not trying the new one, though. Like, it seems kind of interesting, but not really worth the price tag. Like, if it was like a $20 game, I'd be like, oh yeah, that'd be fun. But it's like a full $60 game, I just don't feel like it has enough content. Like, you'll play it for like 10, 20 hours and then probably like never play it again. It's not like you're playing it for the storyline either. I'm pretty sure a Kirby game will not have that in-depth of a storyline. Just doesn't seem worth the price tag. There we go. I said, hello, Cookie. Welcome, welcome. Hope all's been well. For whatever reason, it never auto started on your side. Really? I wonder if that has anything to do with how I'm streaming it out now. Or maybe the notification just didn't go out. It might just be YouTube's side. By the way, have you guys been able to watch stably on 1080p? Because we are streaming in 1080p now, again. Once again. New and improved, back to 1080p. Because for the longest time we were doing 720 for a while because my connection would occasionally like completely fail at at 1080. However, ever since I've been using this new encoder, though, it could still hit a day where we have a worse connection. But so far, we've done 3 streams and all of them seem to be stable 1080p with this new encoder. Well, not new, but you know, the encoder that we're currently using. So let's hope it stays that way. Because now we can start streaming at 1080p. Unfortunately, can't do 60 frames per second, though. I don't think most people will mind that much. There's no way my connection could do 60 frames per second while doing 1080p. 1080p, yes. 60 frames while doing so, probably not. At least not stably, anyways. Or you normally just set it to auto quality. Yeah, I believe auto quality just tries setting it to the highest that you could stably do without dropping any frames. If you choose the auto. Or, you know, if you don't choose anything and you just let it auto. Which on a phone will probably be closer to like 360 or 480. On a PC it normally defaults like 720 or 1080. I probably should have killed the thing that actually is a threat first. Well, not a threat, but you know, a survivability threat. You're planning on giving your old Switch to your son? That's funny. Yeah, I personally still use both of my two Switches. I just use both of them for different things. Because I'm trying to use my OLED mostly as a handheld device, and my old Switch as our streaming device. So for example, when we'll be streaming Triangle Strategy tomorrow, I'll be doing it off of the old Switch, not the OLED. The only two things we'll actually be streaming currently off the OLED are the Ring Fit Adventure and the Pokemon one. Mostly because I played the Pokemon one in handhelds and Ring Fit Adventure just so we could have a separate save. You could have done that with a different account too, but I wanted to have it on my main account. Is the background screen for pre-stream gonna change over time? What do you mean pre-stream? I don't have any kind of pre-stream background thing. Unless you mean the one behind me. In which case, that one will be changing to I have no clue what. The one behind me will be changing, I just have no clue what to make it. So I just put something there. I just put something there that would kind of work. But the thing behind me will probably change. I just haven't found something I really like yet. Could always try changing it based on what game we're playing. Problem is finding a perfect loop of something that would work for it though, thematically. For every single thing we do. Finding a still image wouldn't be hard. Some still images might look weird when green screen like that. If our body is just in front of it. Yeah, we used to have the Mrs. Scales background behind us. It wasn't on a perfect loop, but it was on enough of a loop that it wasn't that distracting. What I was originally going to do for Gems of War is record like a section of every single thing for all 35 kingdoms and then just switch it based on the kingdom. Like that was the original intention for how we had the background, then I just never really bothered switching it. Mostly because it's so hard to get a near perfect loop of the animation thing in game. And there's no third-party resource that seems to have them pulled fully. Like, they have all the specific files, but not like the full animation loop of the other thing. Codes! Console players rejoice. Yeah, unfortunately. Doesn't work on consoles. Also, hello, King. Welcome. Welcome, welcome. Oh, you mean the kingdom background? Oh, I just been keeping that as the original one. Oddly enough, it's actually the background of Zoom. But we didn't know at the time that it was the background for Zoom. Like, it seemed like it might have been the background for Tower of Doom. But, yeah, so I just kept it as Zoom. But yeah, for any of you who really know your kingdom backgrounds, you probably would notice that's not Tower of Doom's background, but instead Zoom's background. Because they were added around the same time. And prior it seemed like the background might be for Tower of Doom instead of Zoom. But it was for the other kingdom. That didn't exist at the time yet. And I just kind of kept it like that for all 31 Tower of Dooms we've had since. I've just never bothered changing it. It works! Like, visually it works. It's just not the Tower of Doom background, this is the Zoom background. You can even see it right over here if we go over to Zoom. You can end up seeing the background. Oh, actually, that doesn't really show it that well. But you can kind of see it through there. It's the same one we have as the thumbnail right now. But when in actuality, the one for Tower of Doom is this one. That background right there. Which you can kind of tell on the sides there. I don't know, I kind of like the other one better. We could easily change it if we really need to, though. Will you upload the Wii Fit video from this morning? It already is. Is it not? What, is it privated? It should be up. What, did it randomly get privated and I didn't even notice? It should be right on the channel right now, just sitting there. Waiting to be watched. But yeah, the times for those are going to be pretty sporadic. I'll try to have like the timer up for them like maybe a few hours in advance if I can. But they're literally just going to be like whenever we're going to do exercise. So there's like no planned schedule for them whatsoever. But it is up, right? I don't see why it wouldn't be. Let me just check real quick. Unless it got delisted randomly. Maybe it got copyright stricken. There's some music in there get hit or something. Let's see. Nope, it's up. Doing its thing. Oh, quite a few people actually watched it after the fact. Thank you, everyone. Yeah, it's still there doing its thing. Just sitting there. Will I keep exploring to find a mimic? Yes, we are not stopping until we eventually find... Well, not this stream specifically, but you know. We are going to keep grinding. Explore over the next days, weeks, months, however long it takes until we find this mimic. Hopefully sooner rather than later. And obviously even after that we'll still be doing explore, but yeah, we definitely have a high priority to do explore until we get this thing. Obviously it doesn't mean the end of explore once we do find it, but we'd probably slow down a bit compared to how much we have been doing it. But until we do, we will be grinding until we get it. Over however long it takes. Luckily, there's an arena event this weekend, which means there's basically no event this weekend. So that'll be more time we can spend doing the mimics. Because I'm probably not even going to bother with the arena event. If I have time, I might cover a video on it real quick. I keep wanting to cover things for like Tower of Doom and then the other thing. And then I keep not being able to because of the thing during the day. Construction people making so much noise. They've been so loud again this week. Luckily, they did say they will likely be done by May. So, we'll probably only have like 1 more month to deal with it. Then we never need to worry about random loud noises during the day ever again. For a while. Oh, what do we need here? Take that over. I'll throw that down. Like tomorrow, I don't even know what time we could even do the stream. We might just have to do it tonight now that I think about it. Only problem is I'm not sure if I'm awake enough to do it tonight. Because if it rains heavily tomorrow, which I think it's supposed to, they probably won't be here. But if it doesn't, then they will. Why, were there more comments on the video that I didn't even notice? I did see that where there was two more posted. We are like so out of shape. It's a fun game though. I still feel somewhat sore from it, though. Also, just in case we don't get it 2 times, I'll hand out the first code when we find our next Anu or Nisha as well. Or not as well, but whichever one happens first. Do 2 zones next time? We'll see. We'll see. Depends how up to it I am. The zones start getting pretty long, though. Especially if we do all side quests. One of the other reasons for doing 1 zone per thing is I believe it would take us about a year if we do it that way. Or as if we start doing it too quickly, it's going to take less than half a year. Though I'm not sure how long the game actually is. Although I know how far I went last time, and I wasn't sure how far that was away from the end, though. What do we need here? We'll get Explosion. Hey, we go through so much water when we do the other stream. Like, I already drink a pretty decent amount of water, normally. But, gosh, I just, like, chug it while we're doing the other thing. Like, I'm pretty sure I've already been through 5 water bottles today, between that stream and just drinking normally. We've gone through either 5 or 6. I kind of lost track at this point. Like, I pretty much double my water consumption any day I do it. It was one of the first few times I've ever done in the morning, too. It's a good, nice little wake-up routine. Also, way earlier than I would normally be up as well. Because I think we did it at like 7 a.m. 7 a.m. is like ultra early for me these days. I feel like the average day I don't wake up till like 8, 9, or 10. If not later. But my sleep schedule has been really weird lately. Wait, was this the chest drop, or did we already pass that? I didn't even notice. Probably. Oh yeah, we already passed it earlier. Must have been junk. Normally my eyes will notice if it's something useful. And it completely ignores it if it's not. Considering this weekend is Arena, did we get a new Arena guide finally? I know, I've been meaning to. We kind of covered Tower of Doom in that one video. So at this point, I might as well just cover an Arena one. Since I didn't actually do one for the other thing. I've been meaning to. Like, every single time one of those weeks come around, it's like, oh yeah, I need to go record this video. And then I, like, never get around to it on the given week. But I definitely want to for Arena. Arena's a bit of a weird one to go over as well. Because Arena is actually purely a strategy-based go-over. Though a Tower of Doom video would be too, since you need it for any generic color. But I guess we could technically mention some teams for every color team. But as far as Arena is concerned, it's literally all strategy. Because you can't go over a team because, you know, it's a draft system. So anything that's gone over is just purely strategy. A 15-second video, don't do Arena, wait for Vault. But what if people actually want to do it for the daily, though? You can get some Imperials that way. Or more copies of pets that you might need. And other similar loot. By the way, I didn't really check the comments that were mentioning it. 6% of people mentioned you could adjust the stream. What are some suggestions for that, by the way? If anyone wants any adjustments to the layout. Because, of course, you guys are looking at it more than I am. Because while I do check on it, obviously, I'm not, like, staring at it the whole time. So if you guys want any other adjustments, do let me know. I'm probably changing the background behind me. I just haven't really decided what yet. So what it currently is will probably be like that for a little while, though I'm not sure what I'm changing it to. Pink chat checks. I'm not sure how to change it in this current program. However, I will be changing the chat to a new system probably in the next week, maybe this weekend. Because I'm currently still using Streamlabs for that, and I want to completely ditch everything Streamlabs related. I'm still using it for two things. My chat counter, or you know, the viewer counter, the one above my head, as well as the chat itself above me. Both of them are being pulled from data from Streamlabs. That's pulling it from specifically my channel. And I want to do that through Stream Elements, which is a different program that's not associated to them. I just haven't set all that up yet. We're also going to eventually change our donation link and everything else there as well. You can still do it through the PayPal and other things too, but I'll be replacing that one Streamlabs link with a with the Stream Elements one, or however it works there. I'm not exactly 100% sure. We'll find out. Nope, still nothing. Just an Arania. Arania is not bad, but not the better loot we're looking for. And make the public Amazon wish list. I still never made a wish list of anything. Any idea what Bomb Gem does? Oh, is that the new gem for next season? I have no clue. Though based on its name, I assume it is a something by something explosion. Though I can't think of what, because a normal Doom Skull does a 3x3. The Ubers do a 5x5. What's it gonna do? Just explode the whole board? Because what's it going to do? A 6x6? A 7x7? Or I should say a 7x7 because it can't be a 6x6. Because at that point, it's pretty much exploding the whole board. But I'm not sure. I assume it's explosion. What kind is questionable? Because, but how big would a 7x7 be? 1, 2, 3... It would be the whole board, basically. Like, one single one would literally have to explode the whole board. Unless it's just going to basically be a weaker version of a Uber Doom Skull or Doom Skull. Like, I could technically see it being what an Uber Doom Skull is, just without the damage. Like, doing a 5x5 explosion, but no extra damage. Oh, you know what? Maybe it's a 5x5 explosion, but you get 100% of the mana. That would actually be pretty cool. That's how explosions used to work. I don't think it would do that, though. But that would be a cool mechanic, because that would make it unique from Uber Doom Skull without it just being a weaker Uber Doom Skull. Or maybe even a 3x3, but still get full mana instead of half. It definitely has to be something explosion related. There's no way a bomb isn't an explosion. Oh, I could take a skull there. Whoops. The Mythic creates 10 of them. It could be. If it's a 3x3, there's already things. Look at what Lord of Slaughter does. He creates like 10 to 20 3x3 explosions onto the board that all do 5 additional damage. So doing 10 that are like a 3x3 or 5x5, that's not too outrageous. Like Lord of Slaughter already does that. It's just called Doom Skull, not Bomb. It could always be a trap gem. Like if it gets destroyed, it deals damage to whoever destroyed it. So if you take it based on a match, it'll do it to the first slot, or maybe to the entire team of the one who did it. The only problem with that is that would backfire really heavily if you grabbed... Oh, why did I do that? But it would backfire heavily in any game mode where you get those explosions at the start of battle through potion effects. But it could always just be like a trap card kind of thing. Or if you destroy, you get a lot of damage taken. Not sure how they would balance that though. Because unless it's percent based, which it likely isn't, it's likely either going to do too little or too much damage. Most likely too little. Because if there was a gem that if you took it off the board did 20 damage back to you, that's basically 0 damage just late in the game. Not literally 0, but it's pretty low. But yeah, we'll be able to see the new power gem in pretty soon, because next Monday is new season, of course, as soon as Tower of Doom ends. Guess we still haven't gotten anything to hand out code with. I just have to hand it out soon. Got brand new shiny codes and haven't even been able to hand any out yet. Oh, no extra turn. Very unfortunate. Luckily there's enough red remaining for auto extra turn off with the route, which is good enough. Somehow it's still not full mana though. Mr. Extremes. Yeah, I saw the conversation that was going on there. Yeah, this is definitely my longest hunt for single mythic in Gems of War as well. Not counting Zugoff. Like when we originally got Zugoff, it took a little over a year. However, not all that time was us hunting the Zugoff. It was just slowly over time because of how orbs worked. Hey, hello, Mr. Extreme. Welcome, welcome. Because Zugoff back in the day was kind of hard to get. But this is hard in a very different way. Because it requires very active farming. Like Zugoff, you would eventually have over time, regardless of what you did. Like, you will, just by playing Gems of War, if you just keep playing it, you will eventually just have a Zugoff. Whereas something like this Horde Mimic, you aren't just going to have it by just playing the game. You have to specifically go out of your way to hunt it. But it feels like trying to get like a hard shiny in Pokemon or something. It's like the closest equivalence I can think of. There's only one where I went exceedingly bad luck in on the most recent Pokemon game. And that one's like a Burmy. It's only found in trees. And there's no way to like shiny check the trees other than hitting them. And I'm almost 999 rolls in on a Pokemon that should be found in 580 or less. Or not less, but you know. Like it's a 1 in 580 chance or so. And we're about 999 in. Might even have a stream trying to hunt it down soon. Because it's one of the last shinies I even need in that game. Not counting the ones that are like AFK based. Because the AFK based ones we're not going to bother streaming, obviously. Because like 95% of the time is just you literally just setting the game there and doing nothing. At least until they do an update that makes them easier to get. Which is one of the other reasons I'm not really hunting them. Even though I've gotten a few of them, they're likely going to be substantially easier to get in either DLC or in some kind of update. Oh, let's see. We'll take that over. It's kind of funny, too. I'm pretty sure it was like a kid or something. Which is always something kind of confusing when I do some of the other things. Because I'm always so used to our audience being like super like high-aged. Because our average viewer is normally around like 40-something on average. Like as far as average ages. And there was like someone commenting on like our last Pokemon stream that it's been a while. It's been like almost a little over a week. Saying like, oh yeah, you definitely hacked all these. As we're literally doing a stream like showing us catching them. I just find that funny. The hacking is pretty rampant in Pokemon though, as well as many Nintendo games. As well as probably games in general. But particularly Nintendo games get hacked quite a lot. But nope, all of our shinies are real. We've streamed a good majority of them. It's also why I keep literally every shiny I ever find. This is kind of like a proof of concept. Because generally anyone who's like going to be like using a program to make their own, they're probably not going to put like a bunch of random non-max Pokemon in a specific order just to kind of show like, oh yeah, they're real. So I've just been keeping all of them. Because just the sheer amount that we have and keeping a full list of even the most useless ones just kind of make it seem more legitimate. Which is convenient. And of course, like half of them, if not more, on stream as well. So we'll take that over. Grab Destroy there. I need another poke here somewhere. Yeah, the Horde Mimic's really bad. The Horde Mimic is so bad. Like, when we get it as a troop, we're never using it. Like, if I somehow get it before next Guild War, I'm gonna set it for, like, one defend team just to troll people. But as far as, like, realistically actually using it, I never intend to use Horde Mimic. We're mostly just getting it for the Kingdom Star, and so we can say we finally have it. So we have 100% completion in the game again. Because you can't have all troops without having Horde Mimic. Yeah, I stopped playing Pokemon for the longest of time. I tried getting back into it with Sword and Shield, but then Sword and Shield was kind of underwhelming. I'm hoping next generation coming out this November will be more interesting. I hope it's not Sword and Shield all over again, though. Because Sword and Shield was probably one of the most disappointing Pokemon games I've ever played. It wasn't like a super bad game, it's just, like, it didn't encourage me to stay with the franchise. Pokemon Legends Arceus kind of reversed that, though, because it was such a good game. But, I don't know, Sword and Shield was a big letdown, and I'm hoping next generation's better. Because Pokemon Legends Arceus, while still a mainline game, isn't like the main line. Like, it's not one of like the full generation ones. Like, Sword and Shield was 8, and then the next one's 9. It's coming out in November. We'll see how that is once we get around to it. What do I even need here? I'll take a blue. That's not what it... I will misclick like 3 times before I grab it. There we go. Let's see. I'll take that over. Yeah, the names that they keep coming up with for the generations are funny. I wonder when they're finally going to run out of names to call them. They went back to colors in the most recent one, Scarlet and Violet. What even color is Scarlet? I guess like a red? I've heard that word many times. Why can I not think of the color? I'm pretty sure it's like a reddish color. Obviously Violet's purple. Which is kind of funny because they already had a Pokemon game called Red. So technically it's a second Red game. Because they've never had a game called Pokemon Purple. But Pokemon Red has already existed. And even though Scarlet is technically a different word, it's still the same color, basically. It's like a darker, deeper red. It's almost more like a crimson red, isn't it? A Scarlet, normally? Not literally crimson, because the term crimson would be used for it. But it's kind of more similar to crimson than like a standard red. So we're almost at, I almost at 1,000 hours. We're almost 1 hour in. Because I saw how many numbers there was and it's like, oh, 1,000. But no, we're almost 1 hour in with no Mimic. That's kind of unfortunate. But not the longest we've ever gone without one. But ideally, we want to aim for like 1 per hour. If we hit the hour mark without getting it, we're just going to hand out a code. And then keep going till we find this chest already. Because we want to find at least one. We're not going to do a Mimic hunting stream and leave without a single Mimic chest. That's not allowed. It's not allowed at all. You want that adorable alligator dino? Yeah, that's definitely going to be my starter. I don't even care what the final evolutions are. I already know that's my starter. Oh yeah, we've gone 1 month without Inisha, while grinding like upwards of like 80 hours that month for Inisha. It's happened before. You'd have to get super unlucky to grind that much and not get one, but it is possible. We've never gone more than a few days without a Mimic chest, though. Also because we've been farming it so much. Mimic chests are technically also more common in Inisha. We've definitely gotten less Nishas than we have Mimic chests over the last couple weeks. Or, you know, since the patch. Let's see what we get here. Nope, another dud. Another average chest, no Mimic. We don't even get a chest on this next cycle because we don't have enough shards. I still wish there was a way to consistently get 100 shards. Even if you had 10% bonus with 20% chasing. That's still not enough. It's like a high 90 something, but it's not actually 100. There's no way to actually hit 100 or more shards in a single go. At least currently anyways. That could change in the future. But as it currently stands, it's not possible. Hopefully they don't VIP lock it though if they do make it higher. Hopefully it'll be some other method. Because that'd be annoying if we needed like VIP 8 or something similar. Like we'd have it, but it'd still be annoying if they paywalled it. So hopefully when they do, it isn't that way. Because oddly enough, Explore is one of the things that isn't really paywalled at all in any way, shape, or form. Well, quite a few things in this game aren't, but I mean that as in, you could do max efficiency grinding in it without needing any kind of weird thing. Like for the arena event this weekend, technically to do it as efficiently as possible, I think you need VIP 6 or whatever it is, VIP 4, whatever you get the free arena win at. Whereas something like Explore currently, you get max efficiency regardless. All you need is something that can easily kill Explore 12 and the 10% bonus on whatever kingdom you're farming. Theoretically 10% on all of them, though even with money or without money, it's kind of near impossible to do in the current state of the game. We just need more upgrade material being added. I'm pretty sure some people are getting somewhat close though. Depends how lucky you've gotten on random Imperials. Speaking of which, I believe I got one today. Or was it yesterday? It might have been yesterday, actually. I know recently we just got one. It might have been yesterday. Let me double check. I know for sure I already bought it. I always make sure to do that the second I see them now. Because sometimes I wait for the stream, but then I completely forget on stream to go get them. So now the second I see them, it's like, oh, let me go get them. Just so I don't forget. Oh, I got VIP keys today. That's actually worth it. So 3 VIP keys for 125 gems. Normally, if you buy them in bulks of 50, they cost 45, right? Yeah, 45. Which means you get a saving of 10 gems doing it this way. So it is worth it, in case we ever want to open VIP keys. Unfortunately, this one is VIP locked. That's not that good of an offer. You only save 10 gems compared to actually buying the keys. But 10 gems is more than 0, so we shall take it. It's basically 10 free gems instantly. It's almost like doing the class event, but for free. But there we go. And this one's super bad. I hope they change this or something. Because that middle one starts blocking us a lot now. It blocks, for whatever reason, whenever you need a kingdom upgrade, like some of the weird ones, that they don't want to give you like the actual loot to progress, they'll end up giving you that weird event key one that absolutely doesn't help you at all in any way, shape, or form. I know it's been brought up on the forum quite a bit since the most recent patch, because the most recent patch moved the stars of some kingdoms high enough that basically a lot of endgame players are perpetually stuck getting that event key in the middle. So hopefully it'll do something about it to address it in the next patch or two. Because right now it's really annoying. Because I think it's something like gets the kingdom to like level 18. But for whatever reason it puts an event key there, which doesn't help you at all. Whereas what would help us is if they put like Imperials there, or deed books, which isn't even a thing that exists under those. But Imperials do. But it doesn't actually increase your Imperial chance, even though that's one of the resources you need to upgrade it. All it does is make a random useless event key appear. which is very pointless. Because not only does it not help with the objective, but it actively hurts your, the pool of loot that you get every week or every day from the thing. Or as far as what your offers are. It ruins it for arena offers, and it ruins it for the little daily middle offer. It wouldn't be as bad if they actually gave you the loot that you needed for the upgrade. But it doesn't even increase Imperial chance. A Writ Gnome. A Writ Gnome would be so useful. So we can get like random deed material. A Writ Gnome would also help you be able to craft all the colored scrolls. Because they are used for those Doom scrolls as of the most recent patch. Or I should say 2 patches ago. 6.1 ended up doing that. Technically that's 3 patches ago because there was a mini patch there. I wonder when the next major patch is. I assume it's in late May or June, I believe it normally falls. Like the early summer patch. And then we normally get one in August or early September. Normally late August. Okay, we're going to hand out a code after this chest, regardless of what it is. Because we're going pretty dry right now. And we finally have codes again. Good old shiny codes. Same loot as always. Actually, I'm not sure what loot they have in them. I assume it's the same loot as always. However, I haven't actually opened a single one to check what on earth is in them. Though I would assume it is the normal loot. She's only ever messed up once. Though you never know. Maybe she'll mess up again. Though now that she's not making codes for Salty, I highly doubt she will. Because I think she had a preset for something she was doing for Salty, and then it's like, oh, well, we got these now. Ah, nothing. Gosh, this bad chess. Anyways, let's go ahead to the code. Let's see. Let's go to the almighty code section. Now boosted with 1 billion codes. Grab one of those 1 billion codes. Or at least billion compared to how many we had before. Anyways, put in... Oops, why am I typing in my thing? I'm like trying to redeem the code in my own chat, which is kind of funny. Where is the code section? There it is. But I literally almost just tried to redeem the code in my chat. I wish it was that convenient. Fortunately, that's not how it works. You gotta go to the Gems of War website, or simply click that link. Brings you right there on gemsofwar.com for the game code section. Your invite code can be found in your settings menu in the bottom left corner. Redeem code's right over there in chat. Just copy and paste random numbers and letters starting with RG. And give same order as always: 2 treasure maps, 1 gem key, 200 souls, and 2,500 gold. Enjoy, everyone. And give same orders. Oh, I already just said what I leave. And only use one PC mobile version of the game. There you guys go. Enjoy. And definitely feel free to leave a like on the stream. Helps a lot and is greatly appreciated. Anyways, let's keep going until we get a mimic, regardless of how long it takes. Hopefully not too long. But that'll basically be the rest of the stream then. Like, we will literally just keep going until we get one. Oh, I haven't taken the dailies yet, though. I should probably double check what they are. And after that, we will continue this until we find a mimic. Even if that timer reaches 3 hours, which it hasn't yet. 1 hour and 43 minutes is the longest it has taken us so far. So this one's definitely on track to be pretty long, if we haven't already gotten it. Anyways, let me go clear these out real quick. Obviously, we're not going to be doing a class event. However, oh, if you do want to do the class event, though, we mentioned a team on Monday. It is basically a AoE into Queen Titania team. The rest is just for mana accumulation. Leprechaun there, and then King Oberon for 50%. But a kind of standard team, just AoE spam. Where on earth is, there it is. Yeah, no problem for the code, everyone. Thank you. Yeah, we finally got codes again. We didn't have it for not that long. I think it was like 3 days we didn't have it. Because Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday were the only 3 days we missed. It's not too long of a wait, luckily. Tyrion. Oh, from when we were talking about that earlier? Yeah. Yeah, the comments on the most recent stream of it. We'll probably do a stream for it again this weekend if I can. We'll see. Though we might be busy just doing triangle strategy. Depends how invested I get into that game. Because there's a chance it's going to hook me so much that we're not going to stop playing. I'm not sure yet. I made sure to avoid like as much spoilers as I possibly can. So I'm not even sure how much I'll enjoy it. We're definitely doing it to completion. I'm not sure what kind of post-game or anything else like that there is though. Because I know with something like 3 houses, you could play through the game like multiple times. I'm not sure what kind of replayability this thing has. It definitely seems to have like a triple group kind of setup. Like 3 houses. But I'm not sure exactly to what degree. Like are there like 3 different endings or how exactly it works, but we'll find out. Depending on how long it takes, I'm not sure if we're going to bother doing every ending. But we'll see. Yeah, I do feel like King Alberon is missing something. Like when I was using him earlier, it just felt like he needed one extra thing. Like either a summon, a cleanse, a something. I'm not sure what. But King Alberon, at least compared to like Elementalist, or not Elementalist, but Mirage Queen or something. I don't know, it just feels like it's missing one single thing to be good. Like there's definitely teams that use him really well, like Rowan builds and stuff. But I don't feel like he has much usage outside of Rowan builds, personally. Like he builds some of the most optimal Rowan builds. But beyond that, he doesn't have too many good uses. Like Queen Titania is decent and a few others. But I don't know, he just doesn't seem worth using in a lot of situations. He's still a really good troop that I highly advise getting before the end of this week. But he does feel a little bit underwhelming compared to a few of the other 50%. Like when you compare him to Divine Ishbala or to Mirage Queen and a few other similar ones, he just doesn't compare fully. But if you compare him to the average 50% Mana Star, he's definitely still good. He just doesn't compare too well to the absolute best. Also, why'd I go all the way down there to use that team if there's one right there? Oh gosh, Tyrant. Yeah, I can only imagine how much Pokemon Go costs. I never bothered getting into it because I'd be too concerned I'd pay too much money in. Like, the only spin-off Pokemon game I've tried in recent years is Pokemon Unite. And in that game, I think I spent $133. Though even though I spent $133, that $133 is going to last a while. Because I've mostly just been using the gems for the Battle Pass system. Because in that game, you can bulk buy currency and then just pay for the Battle Pass slowly over time. So I've been doing it that way. So it might sound like a lot of money, but I have the Battle Pass paid for like the next year. So it's not too bad. Because that means over the course of like a year and a half, 2 years, I would have spent like an average of 60 per year, I think. Or somewhere around there. 60 or 70. It's just still a lot of money for a free-to-play game, but it's like on subscription level. Like generally, my philosophy for most free-to-play games is like average to like $5 per month is how much I tend to pay for any of them. I try not to exceed $5 per month on average. I might burst a bunch like at the beginning or something similar, but I try to average it to that amount personally. And I feel like I'm that way for pretty much every free-to-play game. Gems of War we do go a little bit heavier in because, well, you know, we cover so much content for it, obviously. But you can do it for Gems of War. All you'd have to do is just only buy the Battle Pass, the basic Battle Pass for Gems of War, or, you know, the Season Passes. It comes out to less than $1 per week, which is actually less than $5 a month. Or at least in USD it is. Let's see. Oh, I meant to take Destroy there. How many hours do you have on Steam? Oh, I have a lot. This is just on this account too. This is not counting mobile or my other Gems of War accounts that we've done in the past. But we're currently at 13,585 hours and counting. But yeah, pretty big number. Though some people are over 20,000. I wonder what the highest of number on record actually is. I wouldn't be surprised if it's over 30,000. But yeah, we're currently at almost 14,000 hours. Technically over if you count every account and everything we've ever had. Actually, if you count literally everything, we're probably almost at 15,000. If you count every platform we've ever played on. As well as every alt account. But yeah, we have a lot of time. And also, that's not counting time when we're making videos and other things for the game. Or the times when we've been on the forum for long durations of time. Because I used to be on the forums quite a bit. I don't really use it much these days, though. Hey, we got an Anu. But, I used to be on the forum a whole lot. Hey, you haven't played Arceus since prior to the Vault event? I played it a little bit here and there. I think I'm at 480 shinies in that game. There's only 242 in the game, though we have a lot of repeats. I believe I'm only missing around 15 shinies or so, maybe less. The only problem is almost all of them are ultra annoying ones to get now. Some of them should be way easier once a patch comes out, though. If they do make it easier in the next patch, I probably will try going for all of them. There's just a few that are really annoying in the current state of the game. That take enough hours that I'm never going to bother trying for them right now. Because I believe full shiny completion takes about 1,000 to 2,000 hours in that game, depending on luck. We're at like 600 hours or something, a little over. So even though I'm only missing about a dozen, that last dozen is like the hardest of hardest dozen. It's kind of like Gems of War. Like getting 95% of mythics in Gems of War, while hard to do, is not like super hard. But getting that last 5% is a nightmare. Because you have to do almost all of them off of diamonds realistically, or really lucky event keys. Try to reserve a Steam Deck. I'm still not sure if I'm going to be getting one or not. Still haven't completely decided yet. The one pretty funny thing now is, now that OBS is on Steam, I wonder if it has compatibility with the Steam Deck. Because that'd probably be the easiest, most convenient way to record off of a Steam Deck. Is literally through Steam itself, through OBS. Which would be kind of funny. Because that's one really funny thing that I think is actually possible. That would be one really interesting thing to do with the device. You might be able to stream on the go with a Stream Deck. And it might be one of the cheapest setups that you could actually do for an on-the-go setup for such a thing. You would have to have a good phone connection, though. Because realistically, you'd have to use the, you would have to tether your phone to it. Because you would need some kind of internet connection, obviously. Oh, you're still getting one? Nice. Yeah, let me know how it is. I've still been on the fence on getting it or not. Kind of like how I was with the OLED. And then I eventually caved in. So I'll probably do the same with the other thing. Like, I don't feel like I'm going to currently get a Steam Deck. Though a couple months from now, that could change. I just know I would want to get the highest model so I have enough memory and everything. I think the highest model was like $600 or $700 though, so it's a little pricey. Like, compared to a brand new PC, it's cheaper, obviously. But still a pretty high expense. What do we need here? Grab that down. Oh, so I haven't even checked any reviews on it yet. I probably should. Pokemon Go can be free like gems. Just depends how much you want to pay to win. True. I'm not even sure what the gameplay of Pokemon Go is even like. Like, I know the main gimmick of it, but I mean like the actual battle and gameplay I'm not aware of. Because I've never actually played it. I feel like it's one of those free-to-play games where it's almost too late to get into it, unless shiny hunting's really good in it. Because I know in Pokemon Legends Arceus, the odds for shiny hunting is just absurdly good. Because I'm pretty sure that's one of the other ways that they kind of pay gate. Hey, we got an Isha. Is by making like shiny hunting like not that good, but then if you pay money, hey, you'll get much better shiny odds. Let's see. Take that over. It also requires leaving the house. True. I feel like Pokemon Go, from that kind of perspective, would be kind of decent in my area, though. Because there's probably a lot of various hotspots where I am. Because it's a really touristy area. So I'm not sure how that game normally sets up where hotspots are. But I would not be surprised if my area has a lot of them. Like, really close by. I don't feel like I would ever get into it, though. So are we just not going to get a Mimic? I know they exist somewheres. Well, based on the poll, it looks like people actually like the new interface. That's good. Now we'll just need to figure out what to do for our background and everything. It didn't take that long to make either. It took a little over an hour to find everything for it and just set it up. You hope they make color cases for the Steam Deck. There's probably third-party websites that will do that. Like, enough Steam Decks are being sold. I'm pretty sure third-party websites are already on that. Or will be very soon if they aren't already. I can't remember any of the bigger name ones. They might have already be doing it. Because I normally don't buy third-party skins like that. But I know there are a few pretty referable ones. I just can't think of a single one off the top of my head. I feel like making a skin for that thing might be a little bit harder though, because all the back buttons and everything. There's some company out there probably already doing it. Hopefully this one's the Mimic. Otherwise, this might be our new record for amount of time it has taken for us to actually get a Mimic. Because we're on track for possibly 2 hours. Obviously, we're not there yet. Though another 23 minutes and we would have exceeded our highest amount of time. Making this the new highest. So hopefully we'll get a Mimic before then. Nope. Still no Mimic. I was expecting the stream to be closer to like 2 or 3 of them. Though at this point, I'll be happy to see one. There's just no way we're getting more than one to stream at this point. You only see clear cases? Pretty sure they'll make colored ones at some point. I assume some places doing it already. Well, they definitely already are making covers, that's for sure. There's probably not as many cases, because cases would be way harder to make than a cover. Because the Stream Deck does have a pretty weird shaped body. Mostly because of all the triggers and everything on it. So making a skin for it would be a lot harder. Oh, I could have won there. Whoops, I already had the win condition. So hello, Ricardo, and to all of you, can you go and check your rewards in Tower of Doom? Your guild on PlayStation 4, we just had a reset on reward on the leaderboard. Really? That's weird. Pretty sure mine's acting normally. Leaderboard is normal. We're currently ranked 25. Just kind of sitting here. All looks good. Yeah, everything looks normal. I don't know, it might just be a bug on PlayStation, I'm not sure. Maybe try restarting the game and see if it's still like it, I'm not sure. But it could just be a PlayStation specific bug, because I'm not seeing anything indicating such on PC right now. Oh, come on, 3 mana short. Finally! Well, it didn't break our record, but gosh, that took too long. Our record's still an hour 43 minutes. That took an hour 25 minutes. Still forever. Oh, I found one. But yeah, anyone else with any other questions, let me know. Because after this Mimic, there's no way we're going for another. We're done. Let's hope it's a 5 times that drops the Mythic. Still a chance. You were just... Also, hello, Warren. You're just going to ask you the same question. The room scrolls, all the different... it might be a PlayStation-specific bug. I would advise reporting it on the Gems of War forum and possibly even contacting their support. It might even already be a post on the forum. I'm not sure. I haven't checked it today. But, yeah, definitely mention on the forum and or contact support there on the Gems of War forum. I'm assuming there's already a thread, though. But there might not be yet. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. That better at least be 6 guards. Even worse. Oh, come on. It took us an hour and a half and we get the worst possible roll. A double guard, which of course becomes 4 guard. That hurts. It's not as bad as the time it happened on a 5 times chest. That still hurts, though. Still hurts. How do I change this number again? I still need to get used to this interface. This one. Right? Oh, yeah, this one. So I changed that number to a 4. Or sorry, to a 5. I still need to get used to this setup some. But there we go. The number has been fixed. Well, there we go. Was it worth it? No. But at least we got a roll. But a pretty bad roll overall. But anyways, guys, I think we are going to wrap up for tonight. That's pretty discouraging. That's literally the most discouraging thing that could have happened. But we'll be back on the hunt tomorrow night. We're probably not even going to bother with the arena event. I'm going to try getting a video up if I can. Does Tech9 still play? I don't believe he did. I believe he got banned for something, if I'm not mistaken. I'm not sure. But no, I don't think he plays anymore. He had a lot of hours. He had like almost 20,000 hours in the game or something. Something absurdly high. But anyway, but no, I don't believe he plays anymore. I used to chat with him a lot back in the day, like the first few years of the game. And I'm not sure what happened with him overall. He either got banned or just stopped playing after just playing like crazy high amounts. But anyways, guys, I will catch you guys soon. We'll be back tomorrow night, same time as always, hour and a half prior to now tomorrow at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We're also going to be starting Triangle Strategy tomorrow. Assuming the housing people aren't going to be here, I think we're going to start at 8-ish if I can. Like sometime like early, midday. And then we'll probably stream probably the whole day and start doing Triangle Strategy. Because I don't believe they're going to be here tomorrow, though I'm not 100% sure. We'll find out. Hopefully if they are, they won't be making too much noise. So they have been lately, so that might be an issue. Well, we'll figure it out as we do it. We'll be starting that like midday, early morning. Or maybe not early morning, but, you know, morning, midday tomorrow. And go from there. And, yeah, that's pretty much the game plan. And of course, I'll try getting an arena video up if I can. Just kind of summarizing, you know, standard arena stuff. It's mostly just going to be strategy based if we do cover one. Because obviously you can't go over teams or anything like that because it's a draft system every time. But anyways, guys, we'll catch you later. Thank you so much for stopping by as always. Greatly appreciated and see you guys soon. Goodbye, everyone. But thanks for watching.